Being who we are, a minority. You say we're on the cutting edge and new thought. And I've heard you speak a little bit in some of your tapes about the shift we are in the process of experiencing on a consciousness level and with our planet.
Never a crowd on the leading edge, is there?
No.
You talk about the minority on the leading edge. Why do you think that there's never a crowd on the leading edge? When the universe will yield to you anything that you can conjure, isn't it fun to say, well, what can I uniquely conjure? What can I do or be or have or feel that is even better than what anybody else has ever experienced? That's why there's not a crowd on the leading edge, is because we are all always reaching outward. We are supported by everything that has come before, and everything that is happening now is giving birth to the new desire, which is pulling us forward into that which is new. And there are so many people who are looking at what is, that it makes them stand in the present state of being longer. And so we really wanted to touch there because you were tiptoeing over it so lightly, and we really want to say this, that the only place that you will ever be satisfied is out there on the leading edge. You will never be happy tromping around in the reality that everyone agrees upon and just regurgitating it. You didn't come forth as a historian. You came forth as a creator of that which is new. And that's where all satisfaction and fulfillment is, every bit of it. The rest of it is just regurgitation.
And getting to the point of soothing a feeling. I've been involved in Alcoholics Anonymous for about 3.5 years. The problem I'm having with it is identifying with, I am an alcoholic. My name is so-and-so, I'm an alcoholic. The program itself, the 12-step program, and has been very healing for me and helping me with grounding my life, being
well, rather
clear.
than looking at the specifics of it, look at the overall example of it and think of all of the dear people who surround you in the program who are offering the example that you want to live. In other words, they are living improved lives. They are maintaining their sobriety, which is what they all say that they want. In other words, rather than looking at the specifics of it, in which case you and we could nitpick a little bit, look at the overall and soothe yourself by saying, I'm feeling better. I feel better on the whole for having participated here. And it was the bridge that I needed. And it was what was vibrationally accessible to me at the time. And so it was perfect that it came to me, and I'm patting myself on the back for letting that in.
There's this fear that if I don't hang on to the people in the program and the sponsor and all that, and they're sometimes going to meetings and looking at the differences and listening to everybody's mostly negative and their old story and their drunkalog and all of that. And this fear of...
So that fear is what you're wanting to soothe a little bit.
Yeah.
And so what you begin saying is, it was perfect for me at the time, and it's perfect for a lot of these people, and it will always be available to me. And just like I released the drug and found my balance, now I can release this drug and find my own balance, because what I'm really seeking is self-empowerment. In other words, a lot of the things that they say in that program, even though they encourage you to admit you're failing by saying, I am an alcoholic, or I am a recovering alcoholic, what we would say is, I am a recovering offer of resistance. I am learning to release resistance. I am a recovering allower. In other words, just find different words. Esther discovered almost in their first weeks together, as Esther stood by Jerry as she was listening to someone singing the national anthem, and at first she thought he just didn't know the words, and then she realized he was making up his own words because there were parts of it that bothered him, so he just makes up his own words.
I do that with the Lord's Prayer.
And so you just make up your own words. In other words, you're not wanting to rock the whole boat. You're not wanting to say this system is flawed, because it has tremendous value and did even for you. But you get to continue to move on. In other words, you did not say, I will become an alcoholic and then I will become a permanent member of Alcoholics Anonymous. You did not say that.